Hey there everyone, welcome back to another Ark Survival Ascended video. As always, I'm Captain Beefy and this is the Game Vault. And of course it's nighttime. It seems like it's always nighttime when we start filming. But in any case, I had some stuff I wanted to do around the base. I was fixing to do it. I was gathering a little metal with the Anki. Nothing, not a lot. I'm trying to finish off a couple things I want to have built. And I saw something. And I have to deal with this thing because this could be a real problem if we don't. So let's cue up the music and we'll go deal with it. Alright, first off I gotta get these Raptors unstuck here. I'm gonna need each and every one of these guys that I have. I think we got 6 altogether, right? The leader and then 5 followers. They've all been leveled. Yeah, okay. Good. Good. And there it is. I saw this guy wandering around my house here. So 140 is huge. This is not good. We may end up killing off all of our Raptors here. I don't know. We're going to have to see, but we're going to have to go into a neutral mode. Oh, good. There we go. A little warm up there, right? Okay. Well, whatever the case may be, let's go ahead and... Really, dude? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and try to get started on this guy. Maybe we can take him down with our sheer numbers. I don't know. He's going to pack the punch. And if I lose all these guys, I lose them. I can breed up more. I'm going to try to keep my guy alive enough to escape at least. He is hammering us. Why did... Oh, we got the Dimors pissed off. That's not good. Oh, that's really bad, dude. God. Alright, well. That went absolutely horribly. I don't think it could have gone worse if we tried. Now, for sure, those guys are probably all toast. Yep, there goes one. Alright, let me find... There he is. Still going to need a name for this guy, but, you know, no, not really, because we're going to be replacing him. Oh, man, they're all dying. Well, you know what? At worst case, I can lead him away. Yeah, go ahead. Have your fun, buddy. He's all healed up, too, from killing those guys, I'm sure. May as well kill them all. You know what? We'll save this one. But yeah, I gotta lead him away from the house. I can't have him over by the house. So let's go this way, dude. Yeah, follow me. Follow me. Keep going, come on. If I get him to go down the river a little bit, I'll feel much better about things. Come on, dude. Into the water we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this is better. Okay. Now we'll just fly straight up. That'll de-aggro him without, you know, pointing him back toward my base. I mean, it cost us 4 Raptors, but I think we got some more on, like, standby anyway, so that's not the end of the world. We just got to recover our stuff now. We don't have a lot, but what we have I want to keep. Sorry for using you as bait there, buddy, but we really didn't have a choice. If I had a direwolf, I could spot these bags and get these saddles back. The grass is so much higher in Ascended than it was in Evolved, and so much thicker. It's It's really hard to see. Oh, there's a bag. Oh, if I had an Oasis-saur. You know what? Let's do this. That way I'll come back looking for that bag. Oh, here's another. Good. Every little bit's going to help. There's the third. Two more, maybe. Oh, that's my bag. Yeah, we'll definitely take that. Damn Dimorphs. If it wasn't for the Dimorph, yeah, I probably would have died anyway, but at least I could have kept control of the fight, right? Maybe had a chance of winning it. I don't know. 6 Raptors are not very strong enough. They had good saddles? Possibly. They were all mutated, you know, heavier health and more melee. Yeah, most definitely, but not the way we were. We really need to upgrade our carnivore situation, but for now, it is what it is. I'm going to go over and try and see what's in here. Maybe we'll find something good. So what I wanted to do today was head up north to the coast a little bit, all the way up north in the snowy area, and gather up some silica pearls. Look at that, an Equus saddle. So, yeah, that's the goal for today. And so I guess I guess we'll stick with that goal. I'm going to need to make some warmer clothing because I'm definitely not ready for a trip up north. Not with all that, you know, not with that cold weather the way it is up there. So that's the first thing we're going to work on. After that, we'll see what's up. So I'll be back after we sort out the situation with my everything I recovered here and making myself a nice set of armor to head up north. Alright, well, before we head on up north, I did build 2 things that I wanted to build for the automated arc setup here. One is the vacuum. Now this thing picks up everything and will put it inside of its own little storage here, right? It's got a pretty big storage if memory serves me. I'm going to want to put this somewhere up here near the front door, I think. Maybe center it a little bit more here for now. We may end up moving it later. But you'll see it's got an inventory of 650, right? And if I throw something on the ground, it should suck it up right into it. Let's try it with this, this, and this. Pretty sure it's on, right? Yeah. So there we go. Oh, look at that. It picked up these things, the Achatina paste. It picked up the souls of the Raptors that I threw down. Those were up here. So it's got a pretty good range on it. We'll take a look at the range here real quick. Where is that? Does it show the range? Disable pooling. Show pool range. Yeah, we can see it pretty much covers this entire area here, right? See the red line out there? Yeah. So this is solid, right? So now what I do is I can just come here and throw this crap on the ground that I want to get rid of, right? And the vacuum will suck it up. I just have to come close to the building here. And boom, it's going to take it all, put it right in its inventory. Now, the next step of this is, let's go ahead and pop this open here real quick. To show the OCD menu, make sure we got, oh, we don't have anything there. Select all, confirm, and close. Now it should move that stuff to the OCD menu, right? And here's what's really cool. These guys are going to passively produce, what do you call it? Achatina paste as well as the organic polymer, and this guy's going to pick it all up as it goes. Normally it's not really worth picking up the organic polymer because there's only 1 or 2 laying around, not a big deal, but as things go, yeah, it gets better and better. So now we're going to put up the console. And we are going to exclude structures, and we're going to exclude every single structure here right now. We're going to confirm, and we're going to close. We can always adjust that later. Manual sort. Show pull range. Yeah, let's show the pull range on this guy. This one's pretty monstrous too. It's pretty much the equivalent of the other one. You'll be able to see that. We can hide that one. Can we hide this one? Looks like they both want to stick around for now, but that's okay. We can get rid of those later on, I guess. Just have to remember that's what that's from. They're a little janky sometimes with that. So, now what I can do is... Oh, look at that. It's picked up... It's pulled from creatures downstairs. Cool. So, we can go like this. And we can we... Oh, this one doesn't have an OCD on it. Okay, well that's fine. This might, but for now those berries will be okay in here. He pulled them off the creatures downstairs, which is great. So now when we want to gather items up, all we need to do is pull the creatures into the quote-unquote garage downstairs, and we'll be in good shape. We'll have... they'll get pulled up here, and eventually they'll get sorted into wherever they go. So that's kind of cool. I grab these before. There we go. We'll put that up. Alright. So now, if we do this, we can manual sort. Right? Isn't that going to pull this stuff? Oh, I bet you exclude structures. We're going to need to get... There we go, the vacuum. We can unexclude that. Confirm. And close. And now we can do a manual sort. Still nothing? Oh, it took it from there. Alright, and maybe it put it all the way over here. Let's see. The OCD storage is, boom. Yeah, 272 in there now. That is awesome. So I think it actually pulled it out of the guys themselves, too. If it's doing that, that's fantastic. We're going to build that stuff up in no time. Yeah, we got no oil in there. These guys have one each, so yeah, it's going to pull automatically from them, which is fantastic. That's exactly what we want. Alright, well, that part is done. We had a kind of a tragic start, but that's up and working. And we've got ourselves some armor now. Let's go ahead and put that on. Put that on, and we don't really have a hat, but I think we'll be okay without it for now. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So we got some weird stuff going on here with the smithy. This is the AA smithy, and for some reason I cannot access anything in it, which is weird. I'm going to go ahead and pick it up and put it back down and see if that fixes it. If not, we may need a regular old smithy here. We'll find out in a second. Why didn't that work? There we go. Okay, it all appears now. That's strange. Really, really strange. Alright, so we wanted to build a structure, and it was crafting. Oh, we can't build it in here. It's in the this guy. I'm sorry. Structure. Nope, it's not even in here. It's going to be in here. I'm still getting used to this automated arc thing. We want this. This is the grinder, right? Alright, so we're going to need quite a bit of stuff. Cementing paste won't be a problem. Metal ingots won't be a problem. We're going to need a little crystal and some polymer. So yeah, we're going to have to do. We're going to have to go run around and look for some of this stuff. I'll take my Anki with me. He'll be good for the crystal. The polymer we'll get from the penguins. That won't be too tough. The cementing paste we'll probably have by the time we get back. But we are going to need some metal. So yeah, it's going to be a little tricky, but we'll get there, man. We'll get there. So I'm going to start making our rounds, and when we reach our first destination, I'll catch up with you there, show you where we are. We're going to go for probably, I would say we'll go for crystal at first, and metal, because we can get those at one location. It's not too far away, so I'll catch up with you in a bit. Alright, well, we're here. We found some metal. Lots of metal. There is some obsidian here, too, and really close by, there's a whole bunch of crystal. And where are we? We're at the volcano. We're up on the high rim of it, actually. As you can see, it's kind of like the southwestern portion of it. But there's a ton of metal up here. It's a nice, safe spot. I don't think I've ever seen anything up here spawn in. It's just been me and my Ankylosaurus. Now, remember, he gets a big weight reduction. Look at all the metal nodes. He gets a big weight reduction on metal, which is fantastic. That's going to save a lot. But the Argy also gets a weight reduction, which is nice. So we are going to have to do a little bit of a trade-off. I'm not going to bring any obsidian home with me. I hit that node by accident. They're all going to regenerate anyway. Not a big deal. But just saying, I'm not here for obsidian right now. I don't need it at the moment. So we're not going to be messing with that if we don't have to. I'll be chucking all the stone as well. If I need stone, I can just pop my Dodicarus out around my base. There's plenty of stone to be had. But we're going to do this whole top area with this Anki, who is, you know, a mediocre Anki. He's not, I mean, he's good. Don't get me wrong, he's very good. High level. But he hasn't been bred up for, you know, he's not imprinted. He has the best stats of a couple different choices to make him, you know, like top-of-the-line pedigree Anki. He's just a good Anki that we found in the wild. He's equipped with a mediocre saddle, too. It's not bad. We'll chuck that in that. But you can see that frees up a lot of weight. But he holds approximately 1,000 pounds in weight, and we're working on getting his melee up a little bit higher for now. And probably will add more to his weight down the road. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, there is just so much metal to be had up here. This is definitely the first stop. And then we're going to go inside the volcano. And once we're inside there, we're going to get some crystal. We don't need too much crystal, so I'm not going to break my back over it. But, you know, we'll get some. Then we'll shoot up north a little bit, or probably over to the west, actually, to that island with the penguins. That's the safest spot. We'll heat up a ton of penguins, get as much polymer as we can, and on the way back, hopefully, we'll come across a, what do you call it, a beaver or two. If we can do that, then, oh man, we're in good shape, right? Alright, so we got 368 pounds of raw metal. I don't think we're going to be able to pull, are we? Oh, yeah. Okay. So let's take it all if we can. Whew, that really weighs him down. But that's going to give us our 1,200 metal, which is... that's what we wanted. Where's my gun? It's weird. Okay. You know what? I'm going to have to take this back to the base, actually, and probably... I'll get more crystal when I'm out and about. I don't need a lot, so... I want to get this cooking anyway, so we'll be back afterward. I'm going to make this into 2 trips, unfortunately. That metal weighed a lot more than I anticipated. So here's what's cool. Once we flew into pool range, it automatically pulled this metal and stuck it right on here. I didn't even need to land. This is great if you want to do some major resource gathering, because you could just sit there and... you know, go get what you want, fly back, fly within range, wait for it to pull it all, and then just go back out and do it again and again. Alright, so we got our metal cooking, and before we go, I wanted to just double check something real quick here. See the amount of crystal that we need, and the amount of... there we go, cementing paste. So cementing paste 400. Metal ingots we should have plenty of. Polymer is going to be tight, but we'll get... that's something we're going to focus on here. And if I try to pull for it, I'm still short like 72 cementing paste, 186 polymer, and 271 crystal. So we're going to need a lot of crystal. We got plenty of metal cooking, though. So we'll have metal, and then we'll have metal left over. That's great. I'm not worried about that. Alright, off to get the polymer and the crystal. And we're going to kind of do that in the same area. We're going to head west for that. So I'll catch up with you when we get to Penguin Island. Well, here's something funny. A drop just came by the house here. And it had 93 crystal in it. So that's even less crystal that we need now. I just had to show you that real quick. You can get a lot of good stuff from the drops in this game, man. That's something that could be a game changer early on. Like, you know, that was a green drop. It doesn't take a lot to get a green drop. You don't have to be super high level. So to be able to get crystal like that, or, you know, I found cementing paste in them. We can easily find all the cementing paste we need. I think, we found organic polymer in drops. All the stuff that we need, pretty much, we can get out of drops, too, which is kind of funky. But we're still going for the organic polymer, and we're still going to get some crystal. We're going to get all that in basically the same area. So, again, I'll catch up with you guys. But I am going to look for a little bit of cementing paste while we're here. There's usually beavers in this area. Maybe we'll get lucky and find it, but I have a feeling it's going to be generated automatically anyway by the Achatina that we have. Which gives us more reason to get more Achatina, right? Oh, there's a beaver. I see one. Let's try to attack him and see if more pop out of the woodwork. Yeah, this guy's not really built for fighting, but he'll still stand up to a good fight here and there. Goodbye, little baby beaver. I don't see any others coming out of the woodwork to fight, which is interesting. I don't want to go too deep in the water. I don't want... there it is. So I don't want piranha coming after me, but here's a beaver dam. This is good. First things first, we'll throw out the wood. We got plenty of paste in there, and we also got the bonus of some silica pearls. And now we got a beaver chewing on our butt. Which I'm not surprised. Come here, buddy. Sorry about what we did to your house, but I needed it more than you. Alright. off to get the organic polymer. Hey, that was a good find. It really was. Alright, well here's some crystals. So we're going to grab this crystal real quick while we're here. This is a good, fairly easy spot to get it. You don't have to go too high up on any mountains for it or anything like that. A decent pick will get you some crystal as well as, of course, an Anki. So let's go see how much we get from this little area here alone. 50 off on one shot. That's not bad. We're going to get plenty here. There are Argies in the area, so I expect could end up in a fight here, which won't be bad. Our guy will handle himself. And we do have the Argy to back us up. Now, there's no weight reduction for crystal on one of these guys, so yeah, we're just going to have to deal with it. We're going to have to throw out all the mushrooms and throw out all the other stuff that we're picking up here, all the stone, flint, all that crap. Oh my god, here we go, come on. Okay, we're even going to get rid of the metal, I think. Wow, 660 pounds. But like I said, I think the RG gets a 50% weight reduction on that, which is huge. Fact. I'm going to go over and try to pull it onto him right now. Yes, that's like 708 pounds, right? We'll pull it, and it's 354 on the RG. Fantastic. Alright, that frees us up to get a little bit more. That pulling system, if you're wondering, that comes from the QL Plus mod. I highly recommend that mod. If you do nothing with any of the stuff that, any of the items or anything in there, like the gardener and all that, or any of the QOL tools, and all you use is the pulling system, I highly recommend that mod. It's fantastic. That pulling system just makes life so much easier. You know, a lot of times when I go out on a run for resources, especially stuff like metal and all that, I take multiple RGs with me, right? I got them all potted up, and when the time comes, I'll throw one out and load up some resources on them. But to balance resources out using that system's great, you know. If I throw 5,000 of something on a guy and it outweighs him, I can take 2,500 off and share it with the next guy. You know, effectively... Uh-oh. What are we doing? Can we do it now? Okay. Yeah, effectively cutting the weight in half on both of them. Man, making it feasible, so yeah, it's perfect. Alright, so there we go. 531 pounds. This is gonna, yeah, once we get the other stuff, then we're good, man. Alright, get back in the pod. We won't be seeing you again for a while. Alright, I thought that bird wanted to pick a fight. Our guy can actually level up. Let's see, we got 2 levels. One goes into stamina. This guy's built for stamina and weight. He's just basically a holdover Argy until I hatch up. I got a bunch of eggs I already got going from the perfect ones, so I ought to just hatch them and get them growing. I just don't have a ton of food yet, you know, for them. And, well, my poor Raptors bit the dust. So... But I do have more Raptors I can look at and use, I think. So I just got to see what's up with that. I really got to get organized in the creatures I have. Because I've got a lot of creatures and I just don't have them organized yet. And that kind of makes me nuts. Even having them in pods, you know, it's good. But if they're not organized, I like to know where my breeders are, where my non-breeders are. I've been kind of rushing through this. I haven't properly labeled everybody yet. So that kind of sucks. Oh, there's plenty of these guys here. How delicious is this going to be? Hello, little ones. Yes, I'll kill you all. We'll harvest it. And we're not getting tons and tons, but we're getting some. And we should walk away with enough. I think we needed a couple hundred, right? And we're already at 67. Not great, but some. But there's another batch up there. There's some here. And there's a whole other island that usually has a bunch. So we'll check that out as well. Come on. There we go. Got the angry ones here, the parrots. So we had a big fire in the neighborhood last night, and I woke up a little congested today. I wonder if it's because of the smoke in the air and all that. I don't know, man. But, ooh, I'm feeling it. If that's not it, then I'm coming down with something, and that's even worse. I'd rather have a little allergies. 117, good. Doing good. Look at this nice family. Oh, yeah. Family no more, baby. And I know this isn't the most efficient way to farm them. I mean, if you want the best way to gather the polymers using a club, and then there's the Pelagornis as a better creature to harvest from them if you just want to use a creature. Oh, where are you going? Okay, I think I got him. And we're at, what, 171. That's good. I think that's close to what we needed, but it's always good to have a little bit more. You can always... Ooh, that's a nice one. I could tame some of these guys. Yeah, it's absolute horror show, right? I know. Killing baby penguins on camera, not something you want to do all the time. But we're about done. Should I leave you behind to tell the story? No. I think this is the first one I messed with up here. He's tough. There we go. Ow, he fell into the water, damn it. Okay. So yeah, over 200. I think we're good. I don't think we need anything else. We're going to make our way back. I'm just going to do a little recon. I thought I saw one more over here. One last one. No? Alright. We're going to head back to base. I'll meet up with you there, and we'll get to building. And yeah, I did see one more. You see that? Look at this guy. You don't have to watch. I'll be back. Okay, I made you watch. Alright, well, we did stop by where we got that crystal. Let me show you where that is exactly. This little island here. And for one reason, and one reason only, is because I meant to do this while we were here. It's a little risky. Sometimes there's piranha. But, as you can see, we can grab some halfway easy silica pearls from right here. There's not tons of them, and they're not as easy to see as they were in Evolved. But they're still here. And these you just hand pick. I mean, if you get a... what do you call it? One of those ugly fish, the anglerfish. They can actually pick them up, and you get a much better yield out of them. But there's no tool needed. You don't need to, use your pick or axe or anything like that. It's just basically walking and picking. And there's some around here. I'm just kind of pushing as I go, seeing if I can grab some. I'm grabbing a little bit of stone and stuff, but yeah, I just want to grab a little bit. That's paramount. That's important for making electronics. You combine it with metal to make electronics, and even though we've got what we need for the current project, I do, while I'm here, want to kind of get ahead a little bit, make sure I have some electronics because I might have leftover stuff that I can make something else like a refrigerator and get rid of that icebox. The icebox served us well, don't get me wrong, but a fridge would be fantastic. We're actually a long way from our bird. So we better get back just in case. I don't want to get killed out here. Alright, well, I'll head back to the bird. I'll bring you back if anything interesting happens on the way there. Alright, well, we're walking away with 265 pearls, which is not bad. I wanted to show that because I know when we get back to the thing, it'll get pulled immediately and just mixed in with everything else. And I know I've only got a couple there anyway, but yeah, just wanted to see an accurate number. But 265, that'll get us a decent amount of electronics. Enough to get started on building some refrigerators, and we might need to build an air conditioner too. I know we found one in a drop, but I want to build the AA ones. They are better. You know, the automatic arc ones, automated arc. Those are better. So I'll see you back at the base. I know I keep saying that. Alright, we got a blue drop really close to the base. I figure I'll check it out. And, painting canvas, yeah. Nothing spectacular. Alright. You never know, guys. That could have been a saddle in there. You know, it could have been a blueprint. And I just heard a bee. Wow. Alright, I'll see you. Alright, we are home. And let's see if it pulls that stuff off automatically. I thought it did. No? Okay. Well. The vacuum sure will. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll toss that. Toss that. 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 This for sure. And all of that should just disappear. Yep. Oh, there's my gun. I was wondering where you were. Nice amount of crystal on that run, huh? Is that everything? Everything got distributed? Okay. So now we've got... Should have plenty of metal in here. This is probably done. No, not quite. Okay. Can we make this yet? That's the question. And there's our grinder. Nice and fast, too. Alright, so the grinder is a highly underrated piece of equipment. I don't know, at least for me in the beginning. Now I respect it, and now I use it constantly. But in the beginning, man, I didn't really use it that much. I'd kind of put off getting it and all that until way late in the game. And I realized it's kind of a game changer in a lot of ways, because you end up with a lot of junk in this game, right? Especially with the drops lately and all that, you can just... You'll find building parts in there and all that. Here I've got... not that one, this one. Yes, so saddles we won't use, right? We're going to come across saddles we won't use. And just because, for whatever reason, maybe I don't use the animal much, you know, the chalet. I don't use a chalet much. I might get a breeding pair, and I might breed one up just to F around with a little bit. So I'll keep a saddle or two, but for the most part, I'm going to chuck those because I'm not going to need them. And instead of chucking them, I can go ahead and throw them in the grinder, grind them up, and get, you know, some resources back. Look at all these bows. Look at all this stuff. These axes. That's some metal right there. There's a little bit of metal. That's a little obsidian. Some of this stuff, like, I think this would give us organic polymer. Yeah, there's a lot to be recovered. And using the grinder's a fantastic way to do it. I highly, highly, highly recommend building one as soon as you can. But yeah, that's about it on there. Now, do we have fridges? I think we have an AA fridge, right? Maybe not. Let me check my... I might not have unlocked it yet. There we go. QOL fridge, AA fridge. Let's see if we can build one of them. If we can build one of them, that'll be great. We'll move everything over to the fridge. 9 electronics and 21 ingots. Well, we can make the electronics, but the ingots we're going to have to wait on. We'll go ahead and pull. Yeah, so by the time the next episode starts up, we're going to have this thing for sure. That much I guarantee you. Let's get the metal ingots. I've got to pull those first. Pull that. Done. I wish this was quieter. Alright, so yeah, we're going to get a bunch of that. Look at that. It's making 80 of them. 80 some odd, so that's good. And we're still going to end up with 400 roughly. Over 400 metal ingots. And what we needed for this again was only 100 metal ingots. So it's not going to take long to get this thing under control. Plenty of polymer, I'm sure. If not, we can even make that stuff at this point. I mean, it is what it is. Organic polymer? Anyone? No? What? I might have made a mistake. Nope, not in here either. Always have to look at those guys and say, are you in my actual base or not? Let's look at this. Is there any organic polymer in the house? 42. In the vacuum. Okay. Alright, guys. Well, we're wrapping it up. I'll see you guys next time. If you found this enjoyable at all, please leave a like on it down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to ring that bell for notifications. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, peace.